Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Do you think a big bank balance or a luxury car is your only real wealth? Well, in today's video, we are diving into what real wealth actually means, and it's something money can't buy. Let's get started. Have you ever looked at your life and felt a deep, empty feeling inside? Not because you are hungry, not because you have no place to live, but a different kind of empty, a quiet sadness that comes when you are alone in the dark. You work hard. You wake up early every single day. You fight through the traffic. You deal with stress at your job. You pay your bills. You try to save a little. You are doing everything society told you to do. Go to school, get a job, make money, buy a car, buy a house, be successful. But are you happy? Really ask yourself that right now. Are you truly, deeply happy? Or are you just tired? Welcome. Today, we are going to talk about something very important. We are going to talk about your life. We are going to talk about the great illusion we all live in. And we are going to discover the real wealth. Please find a quiet place. Sit down. Take a deep breath. Let us take a journey together. Look at the world around you. What do you see? Everyone is running. Everyone is in a huge hurry. People are walking fast, talking fast, eating fast. We are always rushing to the next moment. We cannot wait for Friday. We cannot wait for the next vacation. We cannot wait to get a promotion. We spend our whole lives waiting for tomorrow. And while we wait for tomorrow, we completely lose today. Why do we run so fast? Because we are chasing money. We believe that money is the answer to all our pain. We think, if I just have a little more money in my bank account, I will finally feel safe. I will finally be happy. So, we trade our lives for colored paper. We give away our youth. We give away our energy. We give away our time. And we think that one day, when we reach a magic number in our bank, we will finally stop running. We tell ourselves, one day I will rest. One day I will enjoy life. But let me tell you a sad truth. That day rarely comes because the finish line keeps moving. When you get the small house, you suddenly want the big house. When you get the normal car, you suddenly want the luxury car. It is a trap, an endless circle that drains your soul. Let us talk about the first real wealth, health. Imagine a man named David. David is 50 years old. He is a very successful businessman. He has millions of dollars. He has a huge house with a beautiful swimming pool. He wears expensive suits. When David walks into a room, people respect him. Society calls him a winner. But David has a secret. Every night, he lies in his large, comfortable bed, and he cannot sleep. His chest feels tight. His stomach is constantly in pain from stress. He takes pills to wake up. He takes pills to calm down. He takes pills to fall asleep. One Tuesday morning, David collapses in his expensive office. He wakes up in a white hospital room. The doctor stands over him and looks serious. The doctor says, "David, your heart is failing. The stress has destroyed your body. If you do not stop working completely, you have 6 months to live." In that quiet hospital bed, with machines beeping around him, David realizes a terrible truth. He spent his entire life destroying his health to make money. And now, he is willing to spend all his money just to get his health back. But the hospital machine does not accept credit cards. You cannot buy a new, natural heart with cash. You cannot buy 20 years of lost youth. David would give away his big house, his fancy cars, and every dollar in his bank account just to be able to walk in the park without pain, just to breathe easily, just to feel normal again. If you woke up this morning and nothing in your body hurts, you are richer than a millionaire in a hospital bed. If you can take a deep breath of fresh air right now, you are wealthy. Health is a crown that only the sick person can see. Do not destroy your crown for pieces of paper. Now, let us talk about the second real wealth: time. Do you remember when you were a young child? Do you remember how long a summer used to feel? It felt like an entire lifetime. A single day lasted forever. You had time to play, to imagine, to watch the clouds. But what happens when we grow up? Time starts to speed up. Weeks feel like days. Months feel like weeks. Years vanish before we even notice. There was a father. He was a hard worker. He wanted to provide a good life for his family. One evening, his little daughter came up to him. She held a small drawing in her hand. She said, "Daddy, come play with me." The father looked at his computer screen. He was working on a big project. He said, "I am sorry, sweetie. Daddy is very busy making money for us. Maybe tomorrow." The little girl walked away, looking down at her drawing. Tomorrow came, and the father was busy again. He kept saying, "Maybe next week. Maybe next month. When I finish this project, we will have a great time." He finished the project. He made a lot of money. But then there was another project, and another. 20 years passed in the blink of an eye. The father is now old and tired. His bank account is full, but his house is empty. His daughter grew up. She moved away. She has her own life now. She rarely calls. The old man sits in his expensive leather chair. He looks at the clock on the wall. Tick, tock, tick, tock. He realizes that he traded the most precious moments of his life for numbers on a screen. He would give all his millions just to go back in time to that one evening, just to put down the computer, take the drawing from his little girl's hand, and play with her on the floor. Time is the most brutal currency in the universe. You can always make a lost dollar back. You can never, ever get a lost second back. Once it passes, it is gone for eternity. Are you spending your time wisely? Or are you throwing it away, hoping that tomorrow will be better? Stop waiting for tomorrow. Tomorrow is not promised to anyone. The only thing you truly own is this exact moment. Right now, let us move to the third real wealth: connection, love. We live in a very strange world today. We are more connected than ever before through the internet. We have hundreds of friends on social media. We can message someone on the other side of the planet in 1 second. Yet, people are lonelier than they have ever been in human history. We look at our phones more than we look into the eyes of the people we love. True wealth is having someone who truly knows you, the real you, not the perfect picture you post online, but the messy, imperfect, struggling you. Imagine you lose your job tomorrow. Imagine you lose your house. Imagine you have no money left. Who will stand by your side? The people who only like you because you bought them drinks will disappear. The people who only respected you because of your job title will forget your name. But a true friend, a true partner, they will sit next to you on the floor of an empty room. They will hold your hand and say, "It is okay. We will figure this out together." That kind of loyalty cannot be bought. It must be earned. It is built through small moments, through listening when they are sad, through helping them when they are weak. If you have even one person in this dark world who loves you unconditionally, you possess a treasure that kings would go to war for. Do not ignore your loved ones. Water the plants in your own garden before they dry out. And now, we reach the deepest form of wealth, the fourth wealth, peace of mind. Let me share a very old, very famous story with you. Listen carefully to the lesson hidden inside it. A rich businessman from the city went on a vacation to a small, quiet island. One evening, he was walking on the beautiful beach. He saw a local fisherman pulling a small wooden boat onto the sand. Inside the boat were a few large, fresh fish. The businessman walked up to the fisherman and said, "Those are beautiful fish. How long did it take you to catch them?" The fisherman smiled warmly and said, "Only a few hours." The businessman looked confused. He asked, "Why do you not stay out on the water longer and catch more fish?" The fisherman laughed gently. He said, "This is enough to feed my family today." The businessman shook his head. He said, "But what do you do with the rest of your day?" The fisherman looked at the ocean and smiled. He said, "I sleep late. I fish a little. I play with my children. In the afternoon, I rest with my wife. In the evening, I walk into the village, drink wine, and play the guitar with my friends. I have a full and happy life." The businessman stood tall. He said, "I am a highly educated business expert. I can help you. You should spend more time fishing. With the extra money, you could buy a bigger boat. With a bigger boat, you could catch enough fish to buy several boats. Soon, you would have a whole fleet of fishing boats. You could open your own factory. You could move to the big city and run a massive corporation." The fisherman looked at him calmly. He asked, "How long will all that take?" The businessman thought for a moment. "Maybe 15 or 20 years." The fisherman asked, "And then what?" The businessman laughed proudly. He said, "That is the best part. When the time is right, you can sell your company and become a multimillionaire. You will be rich." The fisherman asked again, "And then what?" The businessman smiled widely. He said, "Then you can finally retire. You can move to a small coastal village. You can sleep late, fish a little, play with your kids, rest with your wife, and play guitar with your friends in the evening." The fisherman just looked at him in silence. He already had everything the businessman was telling him to work 20 years for. We do the same thing. We complicate our lives so much. We destroy our peace of mind to build a giant mountain of money, just so we can finally relax one day. But you can choose to be at peace today. What is peace of mind? It is the absence of anxiety. It is the ability to sit in a quiet room, completely alone with your thoughts, and not feel afraid. It is going to sleep at night the moment your head touches the pillow because your conscience is clean. Fake wealth is loud. It needs to be seen. Fake wealth buys designer clothes with huge logos so everyone knows how much they cost. Fake wealth buys cars it cannot afford to impress people it does not even like. Fake wealth is always stressed because it is built on a mountain of debt and lies. Real wealth is quiet. Real wealth does not care what the neighbors think. Real wealth wears comfortable clothes. Real wealth drives a reliable car that is paid off. Real wealth is the freedom to say no to things you do not want to do. Freedom, that is the ultimate goal. Not just the freedom to buy what you want, but emotional freedom, psychological freedom, freedom from comparing yourself to others. Social media is a thief of joy. You open your phone, and what do you see? Someone just bought a new house. Someone else is on vacation in Paris. Someone else just got married. They all look perfect. They all look perfectly happy. And you look at your own life, your small apartment, your normal job, your everyday struggles, and you feel like a failure. You feel like you are losing the race. Please listen to me. It is all a show. It is an illusion. You are comparing your behind the scenes reality with their highly edited highlight reel. You do not see the couple fighting as soon as the camera turns off. You do not see the massive credit card debt paying for that vacation in Paris. You do not see the deep depression hiding behind that perfect smile. Stop looking at their plates. Look at your own plate. Be grateful for the food you have. Gratitude. That is the magical key to real wealth. A wise man once said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is truly poor." If you always want more, you will always be poor, even if you have $1 billion, because your mind will always focus on what is missing. But if you learn to be grateful for what you have right now, you become instantly rich. Try this tonight. When you sit down to eat your simple dinner, look at the food. Realize that millions of people went to sleep hungry today. Take a bite and truly taste it. Be thankful. When you turn on the tap and clean water comes out, realize that people walk miles every day just to find muddy water to drink. Be thankful. When you get into your bed, under a warm blanket, safe from the cold wind outside, realize that there are people sleeping on hard concrete streets tonight. Be thankful. You have won the lottery of life. You are already rich. You just forgot how to see it. We spend so much time looking up at the people who have more than us. We get jealous. We get angry. But if we just look down at the billions of people who have less than us, we would fall to our knees and cry with gratitude. I want you to imagine something very serious. Imagine that you are 90 years old. You are lying in your bed. You are very weak. You know that you only have a few days left to live. What will you think about? Will you ask someone to bring your bank statements so you can look at the numbers one last time? No. Will you ask to be carried to the garage so you can look at your expensive car? No. Will you care about the arguments you had with strangers on the internet? No. You will think about the people you loved. You will remember the sound of your mother's voice. You will remember the warm hugs of your children. You will remember the quiet nights watching the stars with your partner. You will remember the times you laughed so hard your stomach hurt. You will realize that the small moments were actually the big moments. All the things that truly matter do not cost a single penny. So, what should we do? Should we stop working? Should we stop trying to improve our lives? No, that is not the lesson. Work hard, build a good career, make money. Money is a very useful tool. It provides shelter, it provides food, it provides security for your family. But always remember, money is the tool, not the master. Use money, but do not let money use you. Drive the car, but do not let the car drive your identity. Live in the house, but do not let the house become a prison of debt that steals your sleep. Find a balance. When it is time to work, work with focus and integrity. But when it is time to rest, turn off the phone, close the laptop, be completely present with your family. Look into their eyes, listen to their stories. Play with your children while they still want to play with you. Because one day they will grow up and the house will be quiet. Take care of your body. Eat good food. Drink water. Go for long walks in nature. Feel the sun on your skin. Breathe deeply. Do not trade your physical health for a promotion, because no company will cry for you when you are sick. They will just replace you in a week. But your family will miss you forever. Protect your peace of mind. Forgive people who have hurt you, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Let it go. Drop the heavy bags you have been carrying for years. Forgive yourself, too. You have made mistakes. We all have. You failed. You embarrassed yourself. You took wrong turns. It is okay. You are human. Learn the lesson and keep walking forward. Start living today. Do not wait for everything to be perfect to be happy. Perfection does not exist. Life is messy. Life is difficult. But life is also incredibly beautiful if you know where to look. The real wealth has been inside you this entire time. You were born rich. You have a heart that beats without you telling it to. You have a mind capable of dreaming. You have eyes that can see the colors of the sunset. You have the ability to give love and receive love. This is your wake up call. Step out of the rat race in your mind. Redefine what success means to you. Success is not just a high salary. Success is going to sleep with a peaceful heart. Success is having people who smile when you walk into the room. Success is waking up excited for a simple cup of coffee in the morning. You are doing fine. Even if you feel behind, you are exactly where you need to be. Take the pressure off your shoulders. Breathe. Thank you for spending this time with me here at the Success Mind Stories. If these words brought you some comfort, and if this story touched your heart, please subscribe to our channel. Share this with someone you love, someone who needs to hear this today. Let us walk this path of life together with a peaceful mind. When this recording ends, do not just rush back into the noise of the world. Sit in silence for 1 minute. Find one simple thing to be deeply grateful for, and then go live your beautiful, rich life. Because the real wealth is already yours. Take care of yourself, and until next time, keep moving forward peacefully.